Hi, I'm John from Just Whiskey. If you like today's show, please give it a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. And consider becoming a Patreon with the link in the description below. And remember, folks, no matter how good it is or how much it costs, it's just whiskey. All right, today we are going to be talking about and reviewing the Kilkerran 16-year-old. This is the 2021 release. It was bottled on September 15th, 2021. Comes in at 46% ABV and non-chill filtered, natural coloring. And Kilkerran is the sister distillery of Springbank in Campbelltown, Scotland. This retails in my area for about $130-ish, $135 range. Yeah. All right. Before I get into the nose and the tasting, real quick, in 2019, I bought my first bottle of Kilkerran 12-year-old. And I didn't really connect with it, okay? It was certainly, nothing wrong with it or anything like that. I just didn't connect with it. Also, with Springbank, initially I didn't really connect that well with it. It took me a while to really get to know Springbank. But now I really appreciate and enjoy most Springbanks. But I can't say the same thing about Kilkerran. And I've tried and reviewed quite a few. Their 8-year-old bourbon, cask strength, 56.5. I reviewed that. And again, a decent. It was decent, but I didn't really connect with it. And then the Kilkerran 8 Sherry finished, right? This one was the 56.9. This particular one was the sulfur. I don't mind a little bit of sulfur as an accent, but this, I found the sulfur on this a bit too distracting. Although, as the level goes down, the sulfur is either dissipating or acclimating to it a little more. And then something I didn't connect with at all is the Kilkerran 8 cask strength heavily peated, which I reviewed as well. Maybe in time this will maybe I'll get to like it a little better. So initially, when I opened up this Kilkerran 16-year-old, it needs time to open up for sure. And you can mimic, and I'm choosing my words carefully here, you can mimic oxidation in the bottle level by just simply, pouring yourself a dram, putting some kind of cap on it, and let it sit for 24 hours or 36 hours. And you won't get the full bottle effect, of when the level goes down halfway or whatever, but you get pretty damn close to it by doing that. So initially, though, when I opened this up, I was a little disappointed. All I really smelt was, when you were a kid and you first smelt whiskey. That's what this smelled like to me. This smelled like whiskey, and it is whiskey. This is old school, classic whiskey, no frills. It's the real deal for sure. It was really just predominantly malt is what I was getting on the nose. Okay, now this is opened up a little bit, and this has been sitting in the glass for probably 45 minutes to an hour. So it's had plenty of time to open up. and I've been writing down my tasting notes. Okay, on to the review of the Kilkerran 16-year-old, bottled at 46%, 2021 release. Okay, on the nose, that malt has dissipated. And it kind of reminds me a little bit of Klein Leash in the nose. I'm getting that waxy candle fruity berry note, but more of the waxy candle and less of the fruity berry note. And a bit perfumey. But there is a little bit of berry fruitiness. It's berry fruity. All right. On the palate. If you look for it, there are some complexities in there. And you do get a little bit of a lot of things. I still get a little bit of that floral, perfumey, Turkish delight, rose water sensation, a slight mint, that slight sugar-free gum flavor. There's a bit of a tanginess to it. It's a bit tangy. A hint of vegetal, very, very slight, but a slight vegetal note in there. I'm also picking up fermented fruits. It's certainly an integrity ABV at 46. I think this particular bottling would have benefited if it was a slightly higher ABV, even if it was just 48 or 49 or 50%, in my opinion. The finish is a medium long finish with a lingering oak bite to it. So that pretty much sums it up. There's no sulfur in this at all that I can pick up, but it's certainly competent. It's certainly quality. It's a quality old school whiskey. But for me, I'm still really not connecting with the Kilkerran family. No offense. How am I going to rate this? I'm sure others will rate it higher. In my opinion, for my go-to-ness of it, I'm going to give it a score between 86 and 88. So if you want to average that out, folks, to an 87, that's fine. But on any given day, I might like it a little less, hence the 86. Some days I might be like, wow, this is all right, and maybe an 88. But that's my score. That's my evaluation of the Kilkerran family. To be honest, I've tried so much of their range. I'm really trying hard to fall in love with it, like so many of the other people out there. But I'm just telling you my opinion, giving it to you straight. This is what I think of it. I think the Kilkerran makes solid whiskeys, but I haven't found an offering yet that I've really connected with like I do with Springbank. Okay, so that's my review. Give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and hats off to you all, and take care.